And our fourth main topic today gets submitted to us by Harris Morgan, who writes, "Greetings, fellow filthies. I was watching the Warriors game tonight. The Golden State Warriors game was last night, and they played a brand new Loki spot. It was short, but a couple of really interesting things to take away from it. The classic glorious purpose line was used. Yes, it was. But also they kept referring to him as a variant. What did you think of the new spot, and what takeaways did you get from it?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Harris. And yeah, it was very much by surprise, Rob. I was not expecting a new Loki spot. Considering that Loki is coming out about a month from now, I figured that last trailer we got was probably it as far as the promotional material goes. I thought we'd see a lot more of that trailer. But yeah, during an NBA game last night, they decided to drop a new spot. Now, Rob, Loki has ranked very high for me on my most anticipated upcoming MCU properties things. I love Tom Hiddleston in this role. I love the story behind how, for those of you who don't know, Tom Hiddleston was in the final two for consideration to play Thor in the Thor movie. It was between him and Chris Hemsworth. And they decided to go with Chris Hemsworth, but they just liked Tom Hiddleston so much. They were like, "How would you like to play Loki?" And it all worked out pretty damn well because Hiddleston has become world famous. He has made his name off of being Loki, and he is fabulous at it. And so with them doing a Loki series, I got really stoked about that, and now it's getting closer and closer than ever. And they dropped a new spot. And the new spot is actually pretty good. Now, like Harris said in the email, it is short. It's a short spot. But they did introduce a number of things. First of all, like Harris said, they gave us Loki giving his line, "My name is Loki and I am burdened with glorious purpose." I love that. From the movie to when he came out on stage at Comic-Con and said that, it's Shakespearean. Of course, it came from a Kenneth Branagh movie. Of course, it's Shakespearean, but it's Shakespearean. I am burdened with glorious purpose. But anyway, the folks over at Screen Rant did an actual pretty nice breakdown of it when they talk about some of the things to take note of in it. First of all, we see what we haven't seen before. We see Loki walking around wielding two daggers. So that was kind of interesting. Also, we got a little bit of a glimpse of these mysterious soldiers who may be TVA. They might be Time Variance Authority soldiers, but I have a feeling they're probably antagonists. So we'll find that out. So that was an interesting little shot. It looks like Loki is facing a trial with something else here. We got a good glimpse of the TVA city, which is something we really didn't get a really good look at before. It's actually what I think about the images in the comics about the Time Variance Authority when I see this, obviously clearly inspired. The volcanic eruption with Loki screaming there, that was a good point in that. So yeah, there was actually a good amount to take away, Rob, from this relatively short little spot for the next upcoming Disney Plus series, Loki, which starts in about a month. Rob, you had a chance to take a look at this new Loki spot. What are some of your takeaways from it?
Well, I mean, it just continues to make me very excited for this show because, once again, one of the things that I think Marvel is doing with these series is they're pushing out the boundaries of their universe further and further and further. And like the Time Variance Authority, that's an out there concept. And what they're doing, I mean, that's as out there as anything with the Celestials and like mining a celestial head and using it as a place of commerce, like in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, the Time Variance Authority adds a layer to the Marvel universe, a sci-fi fantastical layer that, if you think about the possibilities, are crazy that they exist in the same universe as, say, the first Iron Man movie. And presumably they've been there the entire time. We just haven't seen them. And I'm this Brazil, Terry Gilliam-like story where maybe there's multiple Lokis across timelines and all kind. It looks bonkers, and it looks ambitious, and it looks right up my alley. I'm really excited for this show.
What was your favorite part of this new spot, would you say?
Well, like you, I mean, I loved hearing that logo. I mean, hearing that line, glorious purpose, harking back to but what I really liked about it was they're kind of dropping this idea. I think they call him a variant.
Yes.
Which
is very interesting.
That's right. And I'm like, okay, that's a really intriguing idea, that because obviously the Loki that disappeared in Endgame is not our Loki. I mean, our Loki's dead, just like our Infinity Stones are gone. But now we're getting a Loki from a different timeline. And I'm just intrigued by the whole thing because I see that whatever the show's about, it's got to be bonkers. I mean, the level of depth in terms of where they're going to go in terms of time travel and the mechanics of the universe and the quantum realm. I think we're going to learn a lot about, and maybe it plays into the whole idea of the multiverse of madness. Maybe that Loki has something, whatever Loki's done, maybe he's the person that tears open the fabric of reality through his shenanigans. I don't know, but I'm there for it.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What did you guys think of this new spot for Loki? There was actually, for a short little spot, there was actually a lot of kind of stuff they slipped in there. What do you guys think? Where's your excitement level for it right now? Maybe you're not interested in this one. You're just more interested in the bigger movies coming. Maybe you're dying for this one to come. What are your guys' thoughts? Jump down into the comments section below and leave your thoughts there. Okay, guys.